Over the past 4 years, I've transformed my hair from this to this, and I learned something interesting. A lot of these hair gurus and YouTubers don't give you the full picture. You only see the fresh curls, the fresh retwist, the end result. But in this video, I'm gonna share the ugly truth behind growing out your hair, and some of these tips might save you from having to restart your hair journey. I know this first ugly truth about to shatter some hearts right now, but there is no such thing as a hair growth shampoo. I've been teaching guys how to do this for a minute, so trust me when I tell you, this is the most common question I get across all social media platforms, from TikTok to YouTube to Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, by the way. I know you be seeing this in the video. Tap in. But people are always searching for the newest hair growth shampoo. What shampoo is gonna grow my hair the fastest? I'll give you a hint. None of them. The only purpose of a shampoo is to clean your hair and scalp. That's it. And it always baffles me when people ask this, because if you think about it, if you slow it down, if you bring it to a manageable level, that shampoo is only in your hair for like a max of 5 minutes at a time. And I don't think I have to tell you this, but hair takes a long time to grow. So that 30 seconds to a minute of you keeping shampoo in your hair is not gonna grow your hair faster. Now let me tell you where shampoo actually does help you. Shampoo helps your hair to grow indirectly, which basically means it helps eliminate factors that would prevent your hair from growing quickly. For example, it helps to get rid of that dirt and debris off of your scalp, which if you leave it there, it can clog the hair follicle and basically hinder it from growing quickly. It's true, it's Google certified, I Googled it, so trust me. Other than that, that is the only way that I could see a shampoo directly or indirectly helping with your hair growth. And I think it's important to mention this point, that shampoos, since they're clarifying, are naturally gonna leave your hair feeling a bit dry. So what a lot of companies would do is basically a marketing tactic where they'll put hair growth shampoo. It makes your hair feel amazing, soft and moisturized and stuff like that to help grow your hair. There's a little sneaky thing that they're doing right there. But you wanna watch out for shampoos that are gonna strip your hair too much. You know, they might have certain ingredients, they might have sulfates, they might have parabens and stuff like that. I got a whole acronym for that. In fact, I'll teach you it. Many shampoos are pretty deceiving. But the main thing here, shampoos are not gonna grow your hair. The only purpose of a shampoo is to clean your hair and scalp. And if you are looking for a really good shampoo, you wanna find a shampoo that doesn't, how many times did I say shampoo just now? My girlfriend would crack up here in this video. She loved that word. You wanna find something that's moisturizing or at least doesn't strip your hair and leave it feeling like bone dry. Now this next tip actually has to do with your mindset, and it's really important. I know a lot of people like to skip over the mindset part. They're like, show me the actionable tips. This is actionable, dummy. You gotta think different to act different. I know you didn't expect me to spit a bar like that just now. That was off the dome, like completely, like I just came up with that. So put respect on my name. I'm a rapper out here. And that is, people who have long hair, don't try to grow it faster. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Hair growth is a retention game, meaning you don't want to put your focus on growing your hair as quickly as possible because that number is capped. On average, hair grows ½ an inch every single month, which means you're capped basically at or around that limit. You're not gonna grow your hair 6 inches in one day. Those videos are lying to you. And they're probably trying to sell you some course or some miracle product or miracle growth oil or something like that. People who have long hair understand the principle that what you should be focusing on is retaining the length that you grew through healthy habits. They aim to limit breakage, limit manipulation. If you don't know what breakage is, that's simply when the ends of your hair snap off due to mechanical stress. That could be from you doing something like combing your hair, right? So these people who have this long hair, and by these people I mean me, they put their focus onto these things because these are the things that are going to actually produce the results that you want. So you don't want to focus on growing your hair faster. You want to focus on keeping that length through good habits, right? That could be doing stuff like protective styles so you don't have to manage your hair as often, doing curly hair routines, making sure that your hair is moisturized so it doesn't snap off as quickly, making sure that you're not doing your hair every single day because that's gonna cause breakage, not combing your hair every day, not combing your hair when it's dry, wearing a bonnet or using a silk pillowcase whenever you go to sleep. These are all things in the realm of your control, right? But all of it is with the goal of preventing breakage or limiting manipulation and basically length retention. I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of brotherly advice. If you are still out here searching hair growth shampoo, hair growth oil, how to grow my hair quickly as possible, hair growth remedies, all of that stuff, you're going down the wrong rabbit hole, and these people are going to benefit and they are going to basically rob you off of that insecurity. Trust me, I'm just trying to, because I went down that road, bro. I was going down looking for all these hair growth products and stuff like that until I learned and I realized, I'm like, yo, biology is limiting my hair growth. There's no person out there who's growing their hair 6 inches overnight or an inch overnight, bro, because it's simply not possible. All right. Once you show me some physical evidence of somebody doing that, then maybe I'll believe. but it's not feasible, bro. It's not realistic. It's not reasonable. Okay, focus on length retention and your hair will grow. Like it's not even about hair growth. It's not hair growth. What you're really focusing on, I know I'm gonna go on a tangent, but listen to me because it's important. What you really want to focus on is net hair growth, not just growth, right? I always like to bring it back to income and expenses, how much money you earn versus how much money you lose, right? If you have a certain salary, let's just say 100K a year, just for easy numbers, right? And you spend 90K a year, obviously you think the best solution is, oh, I just need to make more money, right? So you make more money. Now let's say you get a promotion, you get 150K a year, but then your expenses rise as well, and now you spend 140K a year. You're still at the same spot, okay? Let me land. I'm coming to a certain point. You're not gonna see growth until you fix what you're losing, right? You're not gonna see growth until you limit what you lose, right? So back to the hair example, even if your hair was to grow longer, you and your habits are probably still gonna break off your hair. So focus on length retention. That's the last thing I'm gonna say on this topic. Don't piss me off. And this leads me very nicely into my next point, which is there is no oil on this planet that is going to moisturize your hair. Now, I feel like I definitely have to explain this, right? What do we mean by moisturize? When we typically talk about moisturize, we mean something that's going to add moisture, as in H2O, to your hair, because moisture helps promote elasticity in the hair, which makes it less prone to breakage. This is why you'll find it's easier to comb out your hair when you have water in it. If you were to go and apply oil to your hair and try to detangle, it's not gonna be easier. In fact, you'll probably have a harder time because the oil is not gonna moisturize your hair. It's not gonna promote elasticity in the hair strand. What oil can do is it can come and help fill in the gaps in the hair strand, right? It can help seal that moisture inside, but oil will not add water to your hair. It will not add moisture to your hair. So applying oil to dry hair will not leave it moisturized. Now let me tell you what oil can do for you. There are two main components, do I need to break it on the board for you? I feel like I do, but I don't have the marker. There are two main benefits to oil: scalp care and sealing moisture into the hair. So let's talk about the sealing moisture for a second. Imagine you have a bucket, right? You have a bucket, it has a hole in it, right? You try to fill that bucket with water. That water is going to slowly but surely leave that bucket, right? What oil does in this scenario when it comes to moisturizing your hair, and how I feel like it helps me out, right? Some people like to argue on this. This is just how I see it. Oil helps to seal that moisture inside. So putting the water into your hair first and then going in with the oil is like putting some tape over that hole. It's gonna make it harder for that moisture to escape that bucket. So that's the best way, the best analogy that I could use for it. You wanna use oil in a way that seals moisture inside. So you'll always wanna go in with water first. Water always comes first, and this is where you hear me talking about the LCO method, the LOC method. I got a different video on that. I'm not gonna explain that now, okay? We're gonna keep this very condensed. But you're always gonna add water first before you add the oil. Now, the second part, scalp care, right? Your skin naturally produces an oil called sebum. This is what's used to keep your hair and scalp moisturized. Sometimes, for example, I'm recording this video in the winter right now, certain conditions, like your scalp is working overtime, you're gonna have dry skin, it's gonna be harder to keep that hair moisturized, or keep that scalp moisturized specifically, right? Now, this is where using specific oils can help you out. For example, peppermint oil, tea tree oil, rosemary oil. These are essential oils, and there are some studies that can kind of link these essential oils to making your hair grow. Some of these studies were done on like mice and stuff like that, but most of the natural hair community will tell you that essential oils help you out when it comes to your scalp care, or it helps to promote hair growth. This is one of those few things that I'd say it actually can help you out because there is some scientific evidence to suggest it. But those are the two things: seals moisture into the hair strand and helps you to take care of your scalp so that your hair can grow healthily. Because when I say it's gonna boost your hair growth, that doesn't mean it's gonna soar past that original number that we were talking about. It helps you get as close to that number as possible. Before we go on to the next tip, if you've been growing out your hair for a while, you need a little bit extra help, I got a free hair routine template showing you everything you should do to your hair from day 1 to day 7 of managing your curls. It's completely free. If you want access to that, it'll be one of the first links in the description. Go and cop it. And if you like the video, like the video. Like, you don't get tired of me having to tell you this, bro. Like, it's like everyone, I gotta tell you to like it. But it's okay. I know you got Dory brain right now. Even me sometimes, like, sometimes I have problem remembering stuff. Like, there was this one time that, what was I talking about? Next tip, before you get any hair products, you need to learn these two things about your hair. That is your hair type and your hair porosity. Let's talk about hair type real quick because most people are familiar with that. There are 4 hair types: straight hair, wavy, curly, and coily hair. And there's only 2 reasons why you need to know your hair type. Number 1, it gives you an idea of the needs of your hair. For example, straight hair has a problem with becoming greasy, right? Whereas curly and coily hair has a problem with retaining moisture. So you're not gonna take care of these hair types the same way. With straight hair, you might wanna wash it like every 3 days, but that's not gonna help you out when it comes to curly hair, because since we have a problem with retaining that moisture, washing your hair with shampoo is gonna dry it out. So that's reason number 1. It gives you an idea of what your hair needs. Number 2 is it gives you an idea of how your hair will look when it's styled. For example, a wash and go. If you don't know what a wash and go is, it's basically a curly hair routine. That's what most guys, chalk it up to. 2 people can use the exact same routine, the exact same products, do the exact same steps, and their hair will look different because one of them has a tighter curl pattern in comparison to the other. And this is when we really talk about the subtypes like A, B, and C. Somebody with 4A hair and someone with 4C hair could do the same amount of steps, but their results might look different because their hair curls differently. Notice I didn't say that hair type determines what products you should get. This is when we turn our focus towards hair porosity. Hair porosity refers to your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. It's typically divided into low, medium, and high. Low, medium, low. I've done this so many times, it's like I can almost remember it. Low porosity means it's harder for your hair to absorb moisture, but it's harder for it to lose it as well. High porosity means it's easier for your hair to absorb moisture, but it's easier for it to lose it well. And medium is just in the middle. You're not special. Using that information is gonna help you decide on which products to use for your specific situation. So if you have low porosity hair, you probably don't want to be using products that are super heavy because they're just going to sit on top of your hair. So that could eliminate a bunch of different hair products from your regimen. Whereas with high porosity hair, you might want something that's a lot heavier because you want to keep that moisture into your hair. You want to use the heavy cream, you want to use the heavy oil because it's easier for your hair to get moisture and to get wet and get damp and stuff like that. But you want to keep it in. Pause! Want to further iterate. Hair porosity is what's going to determine what hair products you use. So for example, right, someone with 4A hair and 4C hair can use the same products as long as they have similar porosities. And you could have a situation where 2 people have 4A hair, but they can't use the same products because they have different hair porosities. I really want to try to bring a lot of you out of this mindset that hair type is the end all be all, okay? Whether I'm 4A and you're 4C, we could still use the same products. The problem is, do we have similar hair porosities? Does our hair have the same needs? Does your hair respond well to that product specifically? Because sometimes it could just be the way that brands make their stuff. I know for me, when it comes to detangling my hair is very thick, right? So when I'm looking for conditioners, I'm looking for conditioners with a lot of slip that's gonna help me to detangle my hair properly, right? That might not be a problem for somebody else. We could have the same hair type. We could have the same hair porosity even in that scenario, but we both have different focuses on what our hair needs. But let me know in the comments, was there anything I missed? Was there anything that you wanna share with the class? Drop it down below, be active, chat with us. I'ma be in the comments, you know, I like to chat with y'all sometimes. And if you like this video, you definitely gonna like this one, so I advise you check it out. That's all for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.